I will sit right here. I will sit right here.
Swing over.
I'm so sorry you had to see all that. I love you so much, okay? Can I get a kiss? I love you so much.
I suggest y'all get some counseling. Some serious counseling. Both of you.
Both of us. He's saying both of us, not just me.
Please.
I'll do it when you do it. We can do it together. No, I don't believe you.
That's done.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're good.
I love you.
On December 26, 2023, authorities were dispatched to a Dollar General in Florida in reference to a battery to burglary, also false imprisonment and child neglect.
Ow! She's just trying to take off with it. I just had the sheriff's department at my house stating it was okay for me to have it.
Step out.
I could get in.
Step here.
He literally
Come here.
I could get in.
Come here.
I literally just had a
told me
sheriff
I could
come out
get
for a well-being and tell me I was fine to have it.
You got ID? You got your
It is
ID?
in my car over there.
Go get it.
We have been at the house. We came here to pick up toys for him. She stalked us here. Went to go grab him out of my hands when I just went to the sheriff's department.
Ma'am. Ma'am.
Ma'am.
I'm
Come here.
right here.
Come here.
Okay.
Who are you?
I'm the assistant manager of the store.
Okay, why are you holding the child?
Because he climbed out of the vehicle. He was
Okay.
getting ready to exit.
Give him back to the father. Okay, I'll come talk to you here in a
just
minute.
talked to a sheriff's department about this.
Where at?
Right at my house, she tried to do a well-being check. I met the officer outside. We talked. He said everything was fine. I told him I had a couple questions. I asked him what would I do when she tried to pull this. And he said, get it a lawyer, but until then, you're fine. Have a good day. Don't worry about it.
So she followed you up to the store to try to take the child from you?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And you can see on the video where I walked in, we went and looked at his toys. We came around, and then she popped around the side, and then as I was trying to leave, she tried to snatch him out my hand. And she has been sitting behind my vehicle, behind the vehicle, waiting for me. I'm sorry, I followed what the sheriff told me I could do.
I could get in the vehicle. He told me I could get in the vehicle.
Who?
Darren. He told me to get in the vehicle if I was not going to move.
I asked you to get away from my vehicle.
Go stand over there for me.
Then go talk to me next to my window.
No,
you did
you
not.
told
You
me to
opened
get
up
in
my
the
latch. I
vehicle.
told you to close it.
You told me to get in the vehicle.
No, I told you don't get in my
I want to press
vehicle.
charges because he put his hands on me and my
Can I sit
son.
my son in the car?
Yeah, that's fine. Where y'all living at?
I am living right up here at the. In the
Son,
process
give me a
of
hug.
having.
Can my son give me a hug?
No,
Why?
because I said so.
I'm not the one that put my hands on him. He literally put my hands on me and my child. I want to press charges.
Go sit at your vehicle. I'll come talk to you here in a minute.
No, ma'am, I can't.
What's your address?
I just moved out here. I was. That's where the call was for the well-being check where the officer came out.
I'll keep that. All right. Pull your vehicle. Close your back. Pull your vehicle back in here so I can come talk to you.
Did I sit right here with you?
Yeah, that's fine. I want you and your son to stay at your car.
That's fine. I've tried to be complete civil all day today.
I got you.
I haven't tried. I got my kid. He wanted to come with me.
So start to finish, what happened? You showed up here with your son alone without her.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You can watch it through the door. I walked in. Me and him went to the toy aisle. We were going to buy him gifts. Today's his birthday.
Okay.
He's supposed to be with me. I told her when I got done spending time with him, I have dinner plans to go with the actual landlord. I'm going to go see him in the nursing home. I'm his caregiver, so I stay at his house.
Okay.
We were going to go have dinner with him, kind of be there for him, whatnot. Then we were going to go out to a friend of mine for his little birthday that I threw together last minute.
What's your phone number? So you showed up here and she tried to take your child and then she was standing behind you where?
Over here in the far corner,
Okay.
right in front of that
And
camera.
you never told her to get in the vehicle or anything
No, sir,
like
I
that?
told her not to get in my vehicle. She opened up my hatch. She didn't have permission to open up the hatch.
Okay.
She tried to literally take him out of the car seat. She opened up my other door over here, unlocked it.
She ever grab you or hit you or anything?
You could probably see it in the cameras. I backed up.
It's a yes or no? Did she ever
To
hit
be honest with you, I wasn't really paying attention to myself. I was more worried about him.
Okay.
I know when we were in the vehicle, she was slapping and hitting and trying to get him out and force him out.
Okay, wait there. Do you have any relation to either one of them?
No!
Okay. Do you have your ID?
I will get it for you.
Thank you. Tell me what's going on.
My son left the mall with his father.
Okay.
His father got him to go with him by saying, I have presents for you because today is his birthday.
Okay.
I'm not trying to sound like a smartass, I'm just trying not to cry
You're good.
for it. I promise. He didn't want to go with him until he said, I have presents for you. Okay, I understand you have presents for him. He told my son...
The mall, like the mall in...
He told my son and I that he can go out to his house, open his presents, play with his presents, and then bring him back into town and meet with mommy. Okay, what time? I didn't get a time.
Okay.
And I said, okay, well, what about that? I'll meet you at 5 o'clock at the Domino's in the Woods, meaning this one right here.
Okay.
And we were going at it all morning before the mall. He got mad because I didn't come out here to pick him up because he didn't have the gas. But I hardly had the gas anyway.
Okay.
But now all of a sudden he had the gas to go into the mall, to come back out here, to go back in town. So that part doesn't make sense to me, but that's besides the point. And then it was just one thing after another, after another, after another. And then once he got him, he goes, oh, you're not getting him back, blah, 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 this, and this. I put him in a dangerous situation because he doesn't like my now.
Witty. Stay over there with the father and the juvenile.
Because he doesn't like my current now ex-girlfriend.
Okay.
He's been saying,
Tell me what happened when you showed up here.
When I showed up here, I went inside. I was going to get a drink because...
Why were you here? Do you still live?
Sir.
Okay.
I was out here because I was waiting around because I wasn't going to waste my gas. I was sitting at Domino's.
Okay.
So I came over for a drink because I know they're Star Wars people over here. So I came over here to get a drink and I see him. I'm like, oh crap, I got to avoid him. And then I come up behind him.
Why do you have to avoid him?
Because of this. Because if my son was to see me, he would run up to me and hug me, and that's not what his father wants.
Okay.
So I'm in line, and I'm going to get a drink from one of the little cold things, but then he's over here holding my son back from giving me even a hug. And I'm like, my son can give me a hug and show me the toys he got.
Okay.
And he didn't want to do that. And then he picks them up, drops his toys, doesn't buy him the toys, and takes them back to the truck. And I'm like, I just want to hug and conversation with my kid.
Okay.
And so I stand behind the car, and I open the hatch because he's yelling through his driver door. I can't, or through his window because it's cracked.
Okay.
I can't hear what's being said. So I opened the hatch, and I told him, I opened the hatch because I couldn't hear what you were saying. And then that's when he told me, well, then get in the car. He told me to move, and then he told me to get in the car. So I got in the car, and I'm on the phone with my girlfriend at this time, or my ex-girlfriend.
Okay.
And she heard him tell me I could get in the car, at which point I got in the vehicle. And I'm asking my son, who do you want to go with, mommy or daddy? Who do you want to go with, mom? And my son keeps repeating, mommy, mommy, mommy. And Darren goes, you can't go with mommy. And he's holding him by his chest, holding his wrist down over his buckle so I can't push the buckle. And he's like pushing his legs down and everything.
Okay.
And
you can't forcibly take a child from someone. It doesn't matter who's, like...
My son is telling me he wants me.
It doesn't matter.
I'm gonna at least try.
Do you understand the issue, though?
But he's also putting his hands on me also. After he told me I could get in the vehicle, he is trying to push me out of said vehicle. After he told me...
He's saying that he never said that. He said, don't get in the vehicle. Which that's an easy confusion.
I heard, well, get in the vehicle.
Okay.
As well as my call.
Let me go watch some surveillance videos. Sit right here. I'll be back out to talk to you in a minute. So, let me ask you. If he told you he wasn't giving you the child, why were you out here in the first place? If you live...
I'm still going to sit at Domino's until 5:30 to wait for my child.
Okay. Are you able to pull up the...
Yes, I can. One is, I just moved down. I'm waiting for my original, so I've been carrying both just to make sure. Because some people require a picture ID.
Oh.
So I'm waiting for my original.
Oh, no, I'm going to get a couch. Thank you.
Let me ask you what you witnessed first.
Okay. So what happened was, I was in the aisle over here. I heard screaming. I came to the front of the store. They were fighting over the child and went out the door.
Okay. Fighting, like physically fighting?
Like physically trying to take the child from one another.
Who had the child first?
The father, I believe, had the child.
The male?
Yes.
Okay.
And they went outside into the parking lot, and he put the child in the vehicle. She tried to get in and take the child. Of course, the child is now upset.
At any time did you hear the father tell the female to get in the vehicle?
I did not, because I was...
Did you hear him say, don't get in the vehicle?
I did hear him say, please don't get in the vehicle.
Okay.
He just wanted to leave. That is what he wanted to do.
Okay.
So things escalated. The next thing I know, I'm calling you guys because it has turned into an event up front. She's trying to get in the car. He's trying to leave. She actually ended up opening up the back of the vehicle. He was trying to back out. She would not move out of his way. He ended up backing out with her in the back of the vehicle.
Okay.
And then we ended up where you found us up front.
Sounds good. Let's try to bring up the footage. What's your phone number, ma'am?
Mine is...
What's a good address for you? Give you those back so I don't lose them.
Okay, let's see.
Where were they parked?
They were right here
Right
where
here?
this
Okay,
truck
cool.
is.
Perfect.
Let's see. You'll have to bear with me.
You're good. Take your time. I think it was a little before 5 when we got the call.
Okay.
Originally.
Alright, let's see.
We gotta figure out what time.
Right.
Can we just search this camera here? Because I don't need any of the other cameras. I'm just gonna need to see what happened out front.
If he decides we have probable cause to arrest him, you can say, I don't want to press charges. We would say, too bad, we're going to arrest him. Just like if we have probable cause to arrest you, and he says, well, I don't want to press charges, it's not that big a deal, we're going to say, well, too bad, you don't have a choice, we're making the arrest.
Okay.
Anytime it's a domestic relationship, if we have probable cause, we must
It's
make
the
an
officer's
arrest.
fault. Okay.
By state law, we have to make an arrest. We don't have a choice, you don't have a choice.
Okay. And if he told me to get in the car, because like I was on the phone with somebody when he said that, and she heard it too. Does that do anything or no?
Not.
Because he's trying.
Not really.
He's trying to tell me it's B&E.
I mean, if you're inside of an invited space, then it would not. I mean, you'd be allowed to be there until until the person has revoked permission.
Like I told the other officer, I opened the hatch because I was standing behind the vehicle. I opened the hatch because I couldn't hear him because he was talking through his driver window. So I'm like, I flat out told him, I can't hear you. So I opened the door. That's all I told him. And then this was exchanged, that was exchanged, and then he goes, well, then get in the car. And I'm like, okay, so I got in the car. And that's when my son started saying, I want mommy. So. And I called for a wellness check a couple hours ago, and I told him that I'm like 95% sure that he's selling marijuana, or not selling, growing marijuana in his house. And the officer told me that he wasn't going to go in without, because since it was a wellness check, there was no reason for him to go inside.
Right. We can't go inside someone's house without their permission.
Okay. Even if because as far as I know,
We'd have to get a warrant, and with just one person's word, that would not be enough to get a warrant.
okay.
Just like he could call us and say, you're growing marijuana in your house, we wouldn't be able to just go inside your house and check.
I also know, as far as I know, he's a felon. Like I pulled up his record earlier for cocaine and marijuana, and he has a firearm. Like he has a pistol. But
Right.
the officers told me still that doesn't do anything.
No, just like if you were a felon and he says you have a gun in your house, we wouldn't just be able to just walk into your house and check.
Or if I have a picture of him carrying said weapon.
Is it time stamped with?
Just a couple months ago.
Is it actually time stamped? Though we'd have to be able to prove that it was after he was a felon, and we'd also have to be able to prove that it's an actual firearm and not like a BB gun or an airsoft gun or something like that. Which that is actually very difficult to do because they make A replica is an exact copy of a gun.
So there's right there.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like a real gun from the picture, but one, it doesn't have his face, so we would need that. But we'd also have to be able to prove that it's not a replica, it's not a BB gun, it's not an airsoft gun, it's not anything like that. And they make fake guns that look exactly like real guns. So without the actual gun in our possession, that's almost impossible to do.
I'm like, because he really wanted to get out of there. And I thought he was going to try to drive through here, but he realized that he wasn't going to fit through there.
There's the motorcycle down.
So is there a way that I can, like, have you be the middleman and figure out a time and a place that I'm going to get my son back?
Not us. That would have to be done. Either you two come to an agreement yourselves, or you have to go through court.
And if we come to an agreement ourselves in front of y'all, does that do anything or no?
No.
Okay.
It would not be enforceable by us. We would not be able to stand by while y'all do an exchange. All that civil stuff, we don't get involved in it.
So it's one of those things I have to do it pretty much at like a sheriff station or an OPD office. And
yeah, you can do the exchange at our office, or you can do it anywhere y'all agree to. You can do it in front of our office. That's fine.
Can you at least trade shoes?
Trade shoes?
Yeah, can I give you a pair of my son's shoes and you can go get the ones he has on his feet now, because those are the shoes my uncle just got him for Christmas, and I know if they go to his dad's, they're either not going to come back or they're going to get destroyed.
Once we get all this wrapped up, we can go ask about getting the shoes switched
I mean,
around.
I care about my son more than I do shoes, but Uncle Zachy gave those to him. We're matching, crying out loud. So I kind of don't want them messed up.
Hey.
Ask her if that white Taurus is hers.
Is this your car?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hers.
Okay.
Yep.
Thanks. I'll be out there in a second.
Bye.
Bye.
I pulled in earlier, and then I'm like, I'll just go stand at Domino's. So I told the other restaurants come for it because it's $1 for me cheaper than Dixie and Domino's itself. So. And shit, even Family Dollar is cheaper than Family Dollar.
Okay,
There
that
she
looks
is.
like the car. So
That's hers.
Yeah. So she didn't show up until like 2-3 minutes after him. 16:43 is when she pulled in.
So he's been arrested before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been arrested?
My dad. I have a slight misdemeanor from Walmart, but other than that, not like felony type.
Okay.
I'm like,
When's the last time he was arrested? Do you know?
I have to look for the officer from that. I don't know, but when I looked up the cocaine and the marijuana charge, it said it was closed out in 2017. But I thought the law was, like, no matter when the felony took place, you still can't. I don't know.
If you've had your rights restored, you can.
If what?
If you've had your rights restored, you can.
If you have your rights restored. I don't know about that. You have to pay to have your rights restored?
I would imagine so. I don't really know a whole lot about that process.
You didn't get arrested for that.
I have no idea. Usually, once people are under arrest, they are not allowed to go to the bathroom, especially females.
I'm not allowed?
Not usually. So we have to remain in custody with you, or you have to remain with us, and we don't want to
I don't care.
be in there. Yeah, we don't like doing that really.
I understand why.
Not really stuff we're into.
After I had my kid, it's just, if it happens, it happens at this point. Yeah, I mean, we both put our hands on each other. Granted, I did it first, but still.
He's trying to put.
He's putting the kid in the car. She's trying to say that the kid doesn't want to go with him. She's like, he doesn't want to go with you. He doesn't want to go with you.
Because it doesn't matter at this point.
And so now she's trying to get by him. He's shutting the door. She was pushing on him.
Okay.
He never touched her. Okay?
So,
She tries to climb in here, and she's trying to take the kid out.
okay.
Can I sit in the car and get my phone?
You can go on the passenger side of the car. But can you shut the car off for me?
Yeah, so she's yelling at him, and then he ended up starting. Yeah. Yeah, and I was just checking to see what was, I'm just trying to keep an eye on what's going on, but keep myself out of it.
I got you. That's smart.
The only time I started to get involved was when you pulled in and you were talking to Dad and the kid was climbing out the back of the car.
I got you.
So he's just telling her, he's just trying to leave. He's telling her, please move out of the way. Of course, you can see she's refusing to move. She ends up opening the back and climbing in. So did you witness, what did you see happen?
Inside the store.
Inside the store, just so that he knows.
The only thing I saw inside the store was when they were right here walking out, and she said, "You don't."
Was it just verbal, them yelling at each
other? It was just
other?
verbal. That's all.
Okay.
It wasn't anything physical till they got outside.
Yeah. So see, now he's getting ready to try to leave, and he's like, "Come on, please, just get out."
Did it show the part where one of them threw one of them on the ground?
No. When did that happen?
I thought I saw that.
No, she pushed him.
Oh, she pushed him.
Yeah,
on the ground.
she pushed
I know
him.
something happened.
Yeah, she pushed him, and then.
That's what it was. She pushed him into the car.
See, now she's in the way. He's just trying to back out, and then this is where he looked like he was trying to get up and go over the grass and just get out of the parking lot.
He's trying to get around her.
Yeah.
That's what it is, and she won't move.
Yeah. And then she ends up, I think this is when she ends up opening up, getting the back open.
There's a table across the parking lot.
And of course, the poor kid is screaming because,
He's stuck in the middle. That's the crappy
yeah,
part.
right, exactly.
Wasn't he like 4?
Something
I don't know
like
how
that.
old he is. He's about that.
No kid. That's what I kept saying, is I felt bad for the kid. Because it just traumatizes him.
And she's yelling the whole time. And he's just asking her to get out, please leave, just, let me go. But she just was...
Where are you at this point? Just inside
I'm
the door?
still inside the store because we've been instructed to stay inside the store. The only reason I even left the store and came out was because the back was open and I was afraid she was going to roll out the back. Or come out the back with the kid in her arms and go
He
across
probably
the
doesn't
pavement.
realize the car's still in reverse as he's messing with her.
And then they stop because he's telling, this is when I came out of the store.
I see you.
Living inside, and we're single 42. Building is no longer used.
And he's telling her, please, just, get out, shut the door, just get out, just leave, let me leave.
14651.
And then, of course, all my customers.
Yeah, so I'll need it.
Okay.
Need it from 1641 to
Yep.
whenever that Jeep leaves or when I stop it at the intersection.
Okay, which is coming
Which is
right
not.
up.
Yeah, it's not going to be. You can't see much. It's just them inside the vehicle doing their,
Okay, here we go.
the dumb stuff.
So this is when I'm talking to the guy, and he's telling me you're on your way, and then they stop because he wasn't going to leave the parking lot with her in the back of the car open like that.
Yeah.
I mean, he was thinking about it, but then he didn't, and you're going to pull up in just a minute.
Sounds good.
All right, so
So about now, until you see my car.
Yeah.
And so call it 1656 probably.
yeah, that's it, because he's telling me you are, like, really close. And I was like, that's good, because they're at the end of my driveway getting ready to go out onto 40. There you are. Yeah, so we'll call it 55.
Yep.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
Oh, not a comment on.
I may need a written statement from you eventually.
If you get me
I'll
a-
let you know. Let me go.
Just let me know.
Let me
I'll
go.
write it up for you.
Clean up your parking lot real quick.
Okay,
And,
not a problem. Thank you so much.
yep.
Have a better evening.
I will try. All right. Come here.
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm going to read you some stuff. You can shut your car door. All right.
My phone's right there.
Where? On your seat?
No.
Okay, we'll get it. All right. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
Yes, sir.
You have the right to talk to a lawyer, have him or her present with you while you're being questioned.
Yes, sir.
Cannot afford to hire a lawyer. One will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish.
Yes, sir.
You can decide at any time to execute these rights and not answer any questions, make any statements. Do you want to speak?
Sure. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sorry.
So who was here first?
He was. I pulled, like I was telling him, I pulled in a few minutes before, and I parked right by that curb.
Okay.
And then I changed my mind. And I said, I don't need a drink right now. I'm gonna go to Domino's.
Okay. And Domino's was the agreed upon meetup location.
That's what I was testing, yes sir. I have messages saying I'll be at Domino's in the woods, and I parentheses the address.
And he lives out here? Okay.
And he said, no, blah, blah, blah. I put my son in a dangerous environment.
Okay.
And this and that. I've never put my son in a dangerous environment.
Okay.
But that's beside the point. And then I'm over there, and I want a drink. So I come back over here, and I pull in over right here, and I go inside. And I see him there, and I'm like, oh.
You see him inside?
Yes, and I'm like, oh. So then I'm trying to avoid him, and I'm like, I want to go say hi to my kid. So I walk up to behind the counter, and they're right there. I'm like, hi. I turn around, because at this point, he's holding my kid like this.
Okay.
It's like forcing him to stay right here, not even giving me a hug or anything. Because I turn around, and I do a little, hi. And he goes, hi, mommy, da, da, da. And I go, what'd you get? Like, I go, come give me a hug. Like, I just hug, and then pay for your toys, because he's holding his toys in his hands. And then I go, I literally just want a hug. And then he's walking around the store, and he goes, we'll come back and get him later. He drops his toys off, and my son's reaching for me.
There's no yelling or screaming going on at this point?
Slight.
Slight?
Slight.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie to you. You saw footage. Slight. I call out his felony for the cocaine and the marijuana. I call him out for growing in his house and for having a firearm. Like I was telling him, because as far as I know, he is still a convicted felon.
Okay.
And then I also try to give my son a hug before he puts him in the car. No, puts him in the car. I stiff-armed the back seat door where my son is. I said, I just want to give him a hug. Like, I want to give him just a kiss. Like a hug and a kiss. And then he's blocking me and everything. I'm not going to lie. I grabbed his waist and I moved him over to the side. And I went to go get my kid. Like, hug my kid.
Okay.
And that part's kind of blurry. But at which point, he ends up shutting the back door.
Okay.
I opened the front door so me and him could talk. And then he's over here. I'm trying to still talk to my child. And then I slam the passenger door. I yell, go to
Okay.
because I'm irritated at this point.
Okay.
And then I go to the back door, and I put my hands like this, and I said, I love you. I'll see you soon.
Okay.
I love you. I'll see you soon. And then I start crying. My son starts crying. He stands up and goes, Mommy! At which point I get behind the truck. I'm like, he doesn't want to go with you. He does not want to go with you. He wants to go with me. And I keep repeating that.
Okay.
He doesn't want to go with you. He wants to go with me. And like I told you earlier, I told him while you were inside, he's talking to me through his driver door, or through his driver window. So I open the hatch, and I go, I'm literally just like this. I said, I couldn't hear you, so I opened the hatch. Vehicle's not touching me. I'm not touching the vehicle. That's all I said.
Okay.
Some words are exchanged. I can't remember the exact words. That part's blurry too. And then I hear him say, we'll get in the car. I told him I wasn't moving because you're still hollering at me. My son does not want to go with you. At which point I tell him, I hear we'll get in the car.
Okay.
So then I get in the vehicle. And I see him restraining my son, like full on hand on his stomach. And on his, like, holding his wrist down, his hands on his thigh.
Okay.
And I'm like, and he's putting his hands on me because I'm trying to get him off my kid. Because at this point, you're hurting my child. You're stiff-armed. And he looks tiny, but he is strong.
He's the biological father
Unfortunately.
of the child, right? What's your child's name again? Spell it for me. Okay. How old is he? What's his date of birth?
He's today.
What school does he go to?
He doesn't go to school. He got kicked out.
Okay. What school is he going to be going to?
That's going to be decided next month. I have to go through the whole VPK process.
Okay. All right. So, you're going to turn around and put your hands behind your back because you're being placed under arrest. We can get your phone and keys out of your car, but your car can stay here. We're not going to tow it. And you can come get it later, or you
What's
can tow.
happening with my child?
Child's staying with the father.
Okay, but for how long?
Until DCF gets involved and gives it back to you, or whatever.
Okay, so
DCF.
But if he cleans up the whatchamacallit, the weed he's growing, and DCF doesn't see it.
Okay, well that's not on me. Okay.
That's all up to DCF.
Obviously, you can't be doing what you're doing today. Okay.
Yes, sir.
It's uncalled for. All right.
Yes, sir.
And I have an eye. Do you have anything in your pockets?
No, I already emptied them out.
Come over here with me.
Do I have reason to file an injunction on him?
You can go to the courthouse and try to do whatever you want to do. But that's at the courthouse.
I definitely will.
All right. Have a seat for me.
Yes, sir.
All right. What do you want out of your car? You want your keys, your phone? Is there a purse or anything you want?
My wallet, it's marble
Where's
color.
it at?
I believe it's in my driver door.
Driver door.
I
Okay.
don't need my keys. There is a Stitch keychain. I just need the Stitch keychain with the keys on it
Okay.
because I have multiple keys. I just need
Okay.
that.
So why don't y'all go get that list? Phone,
Amen.
wallet, keys.
And that should be it.
That should be it.
That should be
All
it.
right.
And can we make sure my car is locked because my
Yes,
son's tablet
that's-
is in my car.
Make sure the car's locked for me.
Please and thank you.
Yep. All right.
Alright. So what does that mean for me and him?
I
Like,
will give you some paperwork
Okay, thanks.
and go on about your life. Obviously, this is going to be an ongoing issue between you and her.
I told the officer that came out to the house, I've tried to have her served, and even my mom's has it. I have pictures
You
of
may not lose that.
my actual report.
What's your address again? My bad.
Yes, sir.
When she
Southeast.
said you live behind the, I only had 4 digits, and when she said you live behind the packing sack, I was like, I'm missing something.
Yes, sir.
That's
No,
way
it's
too
one.
small
And
of a-
I actually, the guy that I take care of, that's who I'm actually staying with and helping
Yep.
out. He's about to get out the hospital. He said if y'all needed to call him to verify that I am there, that everything, I'm allowed to have my kid there, all that.
Well, that's fine.
Whatever
That's
y'all
between
need.
you and DCF. Okay,
Okay.
I'm not involved in that. I'm dealing with the criminal stuff that took place here today. Obviously, she's going to go to jail for the pushing and shoving she was doing and entering your vehicle and pushing and shoving. So that's burglary with battery.
Yes, sir.
And then I may hit her with the false imprisonment for standing behind your vehicle too and not letting you leave.
Yes, sir.
Did you communicate to her that you weren't giving the son over today?
No, sir. What I told her is because she wanted me to drop him off at 5 o'clock, and I had
Okay.
plans after that.
Okay.
So I told her strictly that I was not able to do that.
Until
Okay.
when? What was the agreement?
I told her I would let her know as soon as I was done.
Okay. Gotcha. So she took it upon herself to come out here
Yes,
and
sir.
sit at the Domino's and
Yes, sir.
watch for you.
Because she kept the whole time I'm demanding, or she was demanding to drop him off at the Domino's at 5 o'clock. I had him at 3:30. That didn't give me very much time, so I tried to move some things up, get everything situated, came out, let my dog out, checked on my snakes, make sure they had
You
water.
can get a bag out of the back if you want. Put the stuff in. To put the stuff in, you can get a bag out of the back of my car.
And we came out here. I told him I was going to give him a couple things for his birthday because I wasn't able to do a big extravagant like I have in the past couple years. So I was
How you doing, bud? Fist bump. No fist bump? All right.
kind of upset right now.
I got you.
I was trying not to let him see, but when you walk by, he was
It is
blind.
what it is.
Um,
All right. I think that's all I need from you. I will go ahead and ask you these questions real quick. Has she ever threatened you with a weapon?
No,
Has she ever threatened to kill you?
no.
Do you think she's capable of killing you?
To be honest with you, at this point, I have a text message from her aunt that says that she has a problem and that she needs help and she refuses help.
For
as
what?
far, I have no
Like
idea.
anger issues, drug issues?
Anger. She likes to just get up and leave and bail. She's taken him and dipped out with him for almost a year.
Okay.
Like I told the other officer, Thanksgiving was the first time I actually got to see him.
Okay.
Since then,
If we call you and you're not safe to speak, what is a word or a phrase that you will give to us that will
let me run outside.
let me run outside?
Yeah.
I'd give you my grandpa's, but it's kind of inappropriate.
No, it's not good.
Yes, sir, I will.
All right, let me talk to you real quick. So one of y'all do the domestic paperwork for him and send it to me in an email, so I can get her to the jail and get it typed up. Get it pretty clean cut.
Their information all over to you.
I'll send it to you. I got their DL. I'll send you their DLs and then his address. So I got her for burglary and battery, false imprisonment. I'll probably go with this too. Oh no, the one battery happened outside the car. So she battered him outside the car, into the car, and kept him from leaving.
Yep.
So I could probably hit her with all three. So we'll see what I got. See how I'm feeling when I get there. And she was grabbing onto the kid inside the vehicle, so I could probably hit her with a child abuse.
I was the one who did the red bean check that she called in earlier.
Okay, so you're the one who talked to him earlier? Okay.
Are they good to go?
Yeah, you're good.
Well, hang on.
Actually, we need to
still
give you some paperwork
yeah.
real quick, sorry.
Alright.
We need you to sign.
Can you get Daddy some paperwork?
Well, how long is it going to take you to go inside and come back out?
He's already got it picked out. It was sitting
Okay,
right
you
there
can
on
go
the
in
shelf.
and we'll have it ready by the time you come out.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So she basically came out here and waited for him and stopped it to
She did. She told me earlier when I was talking to her on the phone that she told him something for that the dominoes at 5.
He told her that he wasn't going to make that equilibrium.
Yeah.
So they didn't really have any agreed.
I think she was planning on coming here, and if he didn't show up the dominoes, she's probably going to go to the house and try to get the kid back.
So, and now she's going to jail. Did you make sure you locked the car?
Yes,
Is
it's
it locked? All right.
When you were inside, she kept asking me about if it's true, if you can make the phone call in jail. She knew she was going to get arrested, and she even told me she put her hands on him first.
She was throwing him around from the moment they left the store. Like, pushing him and grabbing him and trying to get to the child, and then basically picked him up and basically almost threw him to the ground outside the car while he was putting the kid in the car, and then was trying to get in the car, and he finally shut the door, and then she went to the passenger side, opened the door, and was in and out of the car, like hitting him and doing all kinds of stuff at the passenger side while he was in the car, and then went and stood behind him, not allowing him to leave for probably 4 or 5 minutes, and to the point to where she finally opened the back and crawled inside trying to steal the kid, and I found them at the intersection up here leaving, and I blocked them in and got them while they were about to pull out on the 40 right there. Is what I pulled up on. So I'm gonna take off. Y'all have fun.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
74 and channel 2.
What was that?
Can we leave my keys
With the car?
Yes.
It's not gonna be locked, and I can't risk it being stolen now.
My dad's gonna come get it tonight with my grandmother.
How do you know that? Huh? Okay, that's fine. How far away are they? They're in town? Can you call them and let me talk to them? How long is it going to take them to... Are they on the phone right now?
No, sir. My dad hung up to call my grandmother.
Okay. Do you know their phone number?
Yes, sir.
I'll just call them on my phone. How about that? Because I don't want your car to get stolen is my issue.
I understand.
So, what's their phone number? Hey, this Deputy Boyle with the Marion County Sheriff's Office. How you doing today, sir?
I've been better. How are you?
All right, I'm here with your daughter. She's wanting me to leave some keys for you to come get her car. How long is it going to take you to get out here?
Probably 20, 30 minutes. I'm picking up her grandmother right now.
20, 30 minutes. All right. I will leave them with a deputy, and he can give them to you. I can't just leave them with the vehicle because there's the issue of it getting stolen.
Correct. I understand that.
So I will leave the keys with the deputy who will be here, and you can retrieve it that way, okay?
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Sounds good. Bye.
Thank you.
Give me 1 second. Her father, Gene, is on the way to get her vehicle. Should be here in 20 minutes. Just give him that. I told him you'd be waiting to give him the keys to get it out of here. All right? I appreciate it. We can do that. Come on. I'll put down the window. He's going to bring your son over here to say bye to you.
I don't want him to see me like this. Please take me out.
Okay. Well, that's not an option.
I will sit right here. I will sit right here.
Swing over.
Hi, Gigi. I'm so sorry you had to see all that. I love you so much, okay? Can I get a kiss? I love you so much.
I suggest y'all get some counseling. Some serious counseling. Both of you.
Both of us. He's saying both of us,
I
not
know,
just
but
me.
please.
I'll do it when you do it. We can do it together.
I've been doing this.
No, I don't believe you.
That's done.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're good.
I love you. Can you go trade those shoes for me, please? I don't want those messed up at your house.
They're not. Where's the boots at?
In the car.
Yeah, if you can get me the boots, I'll make sure to put those up. Everything else.
No,
Please and thank you.
we're not doing that. We're good. Have a good day, man.
Thank you.
The woman was arrested and taken into custody. She was charged with burglary with battery if convicted. What should she be sentenced to? Feel free to share your comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos.